Step back in time with me to the green cane fields and quiet villages of Trinidad and Tobago. Imagine a time when love stories didn't begin with two young people whispering sweet nothings. No, they started with two families. A young man's mother might hear from a friend, "Yeah, you know, Sharma daughter is a real gem." Or maybe an auntie on a visit to a family in Pinal, Rio Claro, Princestown, or Cuva would ask ever so shyly, "All you have a daughter marriageable?" This was the foundation of love back then: community, reputation, and family values. The elders were the matchmakers. They didn't just look at the boy or the girl. They looked at the whole family. How did they carry themselves? What was their reputation in the village? Were their values aligned? It was a careful, deliberate process. Finding the right match was like finding a missing piece of a puzzle that connected not just two people, but two entire lineages. And when they found her, the right girl for their son, that's when the real excitement, the wonderful madhouse of planning, would begin. The boys' aunties would arrange a proper, formal visit. They wouldn't come empty-handed, of course. They'd arrive bearing trays laden with gifts, juicy fruits, homemade mithai, sweet gul abjamoon and barfi, and savory foolery. It was a gesture of respect, an offering of goodwill. During this visit, the young couple themselves would be the quietest people in the room. They would barely speak a word to each other. Maybe a shy smile would pass between them, a quick, fleeting glance when they thought no one was looking. Their interaction was minimal, but the connection was being forged on a different level, through the blessings and approval of their families. If both families agreed that the match was a good one, the engagement would follow swiftly. This wasn't a quiet affair, it was a celebration. A ring would be exchanged, yes, but it was surrounded by so much more. There were prayers and blessings from the elders, the electrifying sound of tassidrums filling the air, and food, so much food, shared with everyone on the street. It was a community event, a testament to the fact that this union was supported by everyone. But as the world turned, so did the traditions of love in Trinbago. The 1980s and 92nds ushered in a new era. Young people were no longer confined to the village. They were out and about, their worlds expanding. They started meeting each other at vibrant cultural festivals, at a lively Parang Lime during Christmas, under the twinkling lights of Diwali Nagar, or at joyous-eyed gatherings. They met at high-energy chutney shows and in the halls of UE and other colleges. Suddenly, they started choosing each other. This was a new concept, a shift, that sometimes caused a little bit of a shock to the elders. They meet where? At a fete? You might hear an older relative mutter in disbelief. Romance was no longer a quiet negotiation between families. It was blossoming in late-night WhatsApp chats, in long whispered phone calls, and on secret double dates in busy towns like Curipe or St. James. The power had shifted. Families still mattered, of course. Their blessing was still deeply cherished. But now, the couple's love, their connection, and their compatibility became the heart of the union. The decision was theirs first. The question changed from do our families match to are we right for each other? And so, in modern Trinbago, the Indian wedding transformed into this beautiful, vibrant blend of old and new. It's a perfect fusion of sacred traditions and modern romance, a testament to a culture that knows how to honor its past while embracing the future. Picture it now, a bright, joyful wedding morning. The bride's home is a kaleidoscope of color, glowing with saffron, red, and gold cloth draped everywhere. The air is thick with anticipation and the scent of incense. Then you hear it. The sound that cuts through the air like fire, the tacit drums announcing the groom's arrival. He arrives in style, surrounded by his dancing, jubilant family. Inside, the scene is just as lively. Elder aunties, the keepers of oral tradition, sing local wedding folk songs, their voices weaving tales of love and life. The younger cousins are busy snapping selfies, showing off their intricate mehendi-covered hands, and at the center of it all, the pundit prepares to lead the sacred fire rituals, connecting the couple to something ancient and divine. This is where modern love meets ancestral blessings. By the time the couple stands smiling before the sacred fire, ready to take their 7 steps, their 7 vows, everyone in the room feels it. This wedding is more than just a ceremony. It's a celebration of heritage, a tribute to the ancestors who crossed the seas and held on to their culture. It's a celebration of family, the ones who raised them and the new one they are creating. And most importantly, it's a celebration of the future they chose together. The night doesn't end with the last prayer. Oh no, that's just the beginning of the next phase of the celebration. The formalities give way to pure, unadulterated joy. The infectious rhythms of chutney soca and the relentless beat of the tacit drums take over, and soon everyone is on the dance floor. Plates are filled with delicious roti and an array of curries. The air is filled with laughter, dancing, and a whole lot of love. From the matchmakers in the Cannafields to the selfies and soca of today, the Indo-Trinidadian wedding remains what it has always been, a beautiful, powerful, and unforgettable celebration of love in its purest form. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey through time. If you enjoyed this look into Trinbago's culture, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more stories. See you next time.